Uncle Joe? My name is Jason. This year, I am 39 years old. I am currently giving birth. Live and work in Back Ninh City. Today I traveled a long way to get here. I met you not to complain or grieve. Poor regardless of material hardship. I came here with a broken heart and a mind. Mind is spinning in a nightmare. Most terrible life. I am live in the days that really, I can't tell what is real. It's not a dream anymore. It's like a tunnel. There is no way out in the dark that I am in. Locked in there with disgust and excruciating pain. 6 months ago. Well, I'm still a happy man. The happiest person in the world. After 5 years. Wild stream infertility treatment. After, I don't know how much money and sweat. Tears fell in hospitals big and small. Finally, my wife gave me good news. She is pregnant. When holding the pregnancy test, 2 bright red lines on my hand, then I have knelt down on the floor. I clasped my hands together. Thank ancestors for their mercy. This infertile family I have raised. Keep my wife like a queen. I have drawn. Create so many beautiful prospects for. Baby is about to be born. I thought that God has eyes and God does not fail. People have hearts. But Mr. Joe, last week the sky fell down on me. Completely. I discovered a truth. Horrifying, a sordid truth lies. After that pregnancy, my wife had an affair and the person she was secretly seeing was no one other than the doctor who is directly infertility treatment for my husband and I, the child. 6-month-old baby in my wife's womb that I look forward to day and night. The story is very likely the doctor's child. That is not the children. I am in pain. Too much, uncle. I see my wife sleeping well. Fine. I looked at her pregnant belly day by day. I grew up but my heart felt like it had 1,000 needles. Knife stabbed in. I don't know how to deal with it. Face this ironic truth like that. No more. I'm raising the child of the person. Cheated on me, or are you suspicious? Wronged my wife. I am at a dead end and I need some advice from you. Before starting, at the beginning of today's story, I hope listeners, you can subscribe to the channel to help spread the word. Story to many people in difficult circumstances. Like that. And don't hesitate to leave. Comment below to share your words. Sincere advice for guests. Hi Jason. Thanks for taking the time. Time to come to the program confession. Old age. Uncle Joe just heard the confession. My voice was lost, and though you don't see the tears, but you feel the pain and utter confusion in every word of nephew. The 39-year-old man longed for. Burning desire to be a father, but when the joy had just blossomed, when it was suddenly interrupted. Cold water ladle stroke like that. Story. This is really too much for one person to bear. Normal people, you should calm down. Uncle Joe is here to help. Listen to me. I say I doubt. Suspected that the 6-month-old baby in his wife's womb was his. The attending physician. This is an accusation. Very serious matter involving honor of my wife and the medical ethics of the doctor. There. Are you sure? Proof. What are you? Or is it just speculation? Jealousy? Yes, Mr. Joe. I am a civil engineer, my profession. It requires precision, meticulousness, and logic. I never say things like that. That I have no basis, especially the system. Important to his wife's honor and my child's bloodline. I don't. Must be a person who is unreasonably jealous. If it was just a vague suspicion, I wouldn't have. So painful that I had to come to you like that. This, what I see and what I can read it clearly. 10 impossible. I can't deny it anymore, uncle. I wish. I'm speculating. I wish I going crazy to all this. Not true, but painful. Instead, it is the naked truth. I understand. When a man is reasonable, a person like me has to say these words, then things must have gone too far. Limit of tolerance. I said I was 39. Age and wife 36 years old. Husband and wife. Living in Back Ninh. Please tell me more. Let me and our listeners hear about the situation. Family scene about married life. The couple's fate before the storm. This is coming. Yes, sir, my wife Ha and I got married. We have been together for 5 years now. My wife is a beautiful woman. She does administrative office work. Anyone who looks at this back Nin city will complimented the couple on their beauty. Economist. My family is also stable and has food and savings. I work in construction. Also earn my wife's salary is also good. We have built a decent house. Royal and have car to travel. Looking at the surface. Outside everyone thinks we are one happy couple. But Uncle Joe, God does not give anyone everything. We have everything materially but missing the most important thing to bond. Family. It is the laughter of children. We have been infertile for the past 5 years. It's been 5 years since we lived in waiting. Wait forever and terrible pressure. 5 years is a very long time for couples wishing to have children. The influence of family and society is certainly not small. Can you share more about it? The couple's journey to find their child. No? What is the cause of infertility? And how did you two get treated? This is a sensitive matter, but I cannot hide it at this point. No more hiding. The cause comes from both sides. Your side, after the first 2 years of the plan to worry about the economy, then by the 3rd year we started trying to have a baby, but kept trying 3 times. Last month, 6 months, a year has passed. But the good news was still silent. At that time, the pressure began to fall on the shoulders of the 2 wives. Husband, my parents in the countryside are in disarray. Every day, neighbors came in and out to ask after him. They say poisonous trees don't bear fruit, poisonous women. No child. Those malicious words are like needle pricked my heart and my wife's. Wife, I'm under a lot of pressure. Every night she cried silently, seeing that the couple just go to big hospitals together. In Hanoi, the results were like lightning. Doctor, weak sperm count. My sperm count is very low and has poor mobility. The rate of abnormal sperm is high and the wife. I have polycystic ovary syndrome. Bilateral follicles. She did not ovulate. Even and the uterine lining is thin and difficult to implant. The doctor said that the couple's case. Conceiving naturally is extremely difficult. The success rate is only about 1 to 2%. Holding the results in hand, the couple. Limbs limp. From that day on, the journey. The search for my husband and I's child begins. It was difficult and full of tears. Uncle. Who? Tell me where there is a good doctor or medicine. We came. We drank. I don't know how many traditional Chinese medicine. Herbal medicine. I once heard people say, there is a herbalist on the Hoa Binh coast. Ethnic people cure very well. I traveled a lot. Drive all night to pick up medicine. Medicine. Bitter to drink but makes you feel nauseous. Because of our children, my husband and I encouraged each other. Drink. Then we did artificial insemination. IVF at the provincial hospital 3 times failed. Failure. Every time I look at the pregnancy test stick. My wife is depressed and thin. Go. Money in the house just flies out. But the desire for young laughter. The poem is too big so we dare not give up. I love my wife very much. My wife is very afraid of injections. But during the treatment, she had to have countless injections. Medicine in her stomach and arms. Her body. She was bruised but she did not complain. A word. I thought she loved me and loved this family so much that I would sacrifice like this. So, hearing you tell the story, I feel sorry for you. Infertile couples. It is the silent war that no one also understand. I have been through it with my wife. Such hard days show that the 2 of them have very deep feelings. So, what chance brought my husband and I to meet? That Dr. Brian, and why did you trust him that much? Yes, more than a year ago there was a sister. My wife's colleague introduced me. He said there is a private clinic in Hanoi. Dr. Brian's staff. This doctor practices. Foreign industry back and very good hand. Sister. He said this man cured many cases of delusion and still got pregnant. She also told people her friend was successfully treated there and gave birth to healthy twins. Wife, I heard that and was very excited. She returned to the table. With me go to Hanoi for examination. I was discouraged at that time. I decided to collect money for IVF. Sure. But seeing his wife eager and again, I trusted the recommendation, so I indulged. Wife, I took her to Hanoi. Room. This Dr. Brian's clinic is located in a bustling area in Hanoi. It is very spacious, modern and clean. Step in and smell the scent. Fragrant essential oils. Nurses continue. Very warm welcome. Dr. Brian is more than 40. He looks very stylish and intelligent. He wears glasses and speaks. Then gently create a feeling of trust. He looked through his wife's thick medical records. My husband then said that in this case, although it is difficult, he has a treatment plan. Special. He pledged a success rate. High efficiency without the need for fertilization. Test tubes cost him money immediately. Tell him to rest assured. I have cured him. Hundreds of couples like you. Just stick to the regimen. Mine combines oral medication and egg soup. Then there will definitely be good news. Listen to him. Say that you and your wife are naughty like that. Like a drowning man breaking a stake. I believe him, sir. With the mentality of the woman who was expecting a child met a doctor who wouldn't have made such a strong commitment. Believe. It is the last hope that I cling to it. So the treatment process. How does it happen? Do you see that? Anything unusual during that time? Yes, in the first 6 months everything happens very normally, sir. Or maybe because I trust people too much, so I don't recognize the unusual. He prescribed, give your wife ovulation stimulant. Then the hormone medicine. He made an appointment. Down to light the eggs and watch the eggs continuously. For 6 months every week. My husband also took the bus from Bac Ninh down Hanoi. There are days when I am busy with construction work. If I can't take him, my wife will arrest him herself. Bus passenger car go alone. There are. Dr. Brian asked to go down to the room. Continuously examined for 3 or 4 days in a row to monitor the development of the follicle. Wife, I have to take a day off work to catch the bus to Hanoi. Grandpa comes home from early morning until late at night. Seeing his wife struggling to walk in the sun, he loved it so much. I also said we should rent a house, stay nearby to avoid hardship, but wife, I said she didn't need to walk. Wife, you always say I suffer. Okay, as long as I have a child to make you happy, to make dad happy. Mother is satisfied. Dr. Brian guarantees. You are developing very well. Hope next time. This will work, brother. I listen to my wife, saying that makes me love and cherish you more and more. She is better. I never expected those trips. That egg guard hides a secret. God's hand. I never expected that my wife would. I went to Hanoi alone, right? Is to heal but to meet and do. The stories of the failed doctor. Now that I put everything together, I feel so stupid. I did it myself. Give his wife to another man without knowing it. No, there were times when I took my wife down. Clinic, I waited in the lobby. My wife went into a private examination room with the doctor. Dr. Brian for an hour. The door was tightly closed. When I went out, saw his wife's face red and her hair. A bit confusing. I asked and she said it was the room. It's too hot in the hospital. The air conditioner is broken. Also believe immediately. I also asked the doctor. Dr. Brian, see how the situation is. The doctor goes, look at me and smile. That smile. At that time I thought it was friendly, but now, thinking back, I see it was also fake. It is the smile of a winner. Snicker in my ear. The husband is stupid. The details you told are really interesting. Doubt. But with a husband who trusts his wife, and if you are longing for children like me, then the matter is, it is understandable not to realize it. Trust is the foundation of marriage, but Sometimes it is a fatal weakness too. Someone else took advantage. And then after 6 months, how was the treatment? The day my wife gave me the good news, I was sure. Very happy. Yes, sir, that is the day. Happiest but also the beginning. For his tragedy exactly 6 months later. When following Dr. Brian. That day my wife went. When she came back, her face was beaming and her eyes were bright. Tearfully, she gave me the stick. Pregnancy test with red line and the whole sheet. Ultrasound. The doctor concluded that there was a gestational sac. Into the uterus and the fetal heart begins to beat. Dr. Joe, that feeling at that time was probably just. People with long-term infertility like me just understood. I held the pregnancy test stick, but my hands were shaking. I didn't believe it. In my eyes, I rubbed my eyes several times. Hugging his wife in the middle of the house and crying like a monk. A child. He shouted, "Wife, I have a child. I get to be a father. Call your parents in the countryside immediately. Dad." My mother heard the news and cried too. My mother. Say that is the great blessing left by ancestors. Too much, my child. Parents are waiting for this day. Dad was so excited. Immediately slaughter the chicken and burn incense to report. Very. The whole family was immersed in joy. Extremely happy. Since the day my wife got pregnant with me. Treat her like a queen. Don't let her do anything. What? I cook, do the laundry and do the laundry at home. Socks. Every morning I get up early to go shopping. Breakfast for wife, evening milk. Pregnant wife foot massage to reduce swelling. By bird's nest. By cordyceps. By the most nutritious foods for wife. I thought that Dr. Brian was benefactor, living bodhisattva of the family. I was thinking, when will mom? Round child square, the child will carry a title. Thick leather, even give him one. Valuable gift to thank. That joy lasted for 6 months, doctor. Wife's belly. I am growing up day by day. I often put ear to wife's belly to hear baby kick. Whispering to the child. I named him. Stay home for my son Puppy. I told Puppy, Dad Jason here, good boy, eat well. Grow up fast. Dad loves you so much. Every time. See the child kick the cheek happy. To greet tears. I did not know that. While I was lifting my belly. While pregnant my wife was secretly texting. I was having an affair with that doctor. The more you tell me, the more I feel sorry. Love. My gift to my wife and children is too great. That's why the pain of being betrayed is so painful. How terrible it is. But the needle in the bag will eventually come out. The truth, no matter how well hidden, also one day exposed. I have discovered. How does this truth come to light? Is it? I caught you red-handed or I found you. What? No, I didn't catch you red-handed. Yes. If I caught red-handed, I probably wouldn't have done it. Keep calm and commit murder. It actually came on a Sunday. Exactly a week ago. That day my wife. Go to the market early to buy things. Cook hot pot to treat Dad. My mother came to visit. She was in a hurry so I left. Forgot the laptop at the desk. This computer is mine. But my husband and I still use it together. To work and watch movies. I need. Find an old design drawing saved in. I turned on the machine and connected it. Internet, then Zalo application on. The computer automatically logged in. My wife forgot to log out of Zalo account. Yes. Normally she is very careful. Phone always with you, but today I must have been in a hurry so I forgot to log out. Computer. And then a new series of messages. It jumps out continuously. The alarm bell. The messages kept calling out to the chimpanzees to destroy them. Break the silence of the morning. I'm curious. Groped for the corner of the screen. The person's name. Sent appeared to make me stunned. Shilu. Is a kind doctor. The profile picture is shaped like a lotus flower. Looks very dignified. True medical ethics. But the message content appears on the line. The preview is not at all dignified. Come on. Latest message. The guy sent it was his wife. What are you doing, honey? I miss you so much. Remember our children too. Today. Is Mr. Jason home on Sunday? I rubbed my eyes several times. I thought I saw. Mistook my beloved wife and our child, old man. Jason. I was shaking, cold sweat broke out. All over the body. I clicked on the game. That conversation, and then the sky fell. Fell before my eyes. I could not believe it. Into what I'm reading too. Ginseng. Did you hear that message? Also see use me instead of my beloved wife's nephew. And our children, and then ask. Is old Jason home? Only dad. Those words alone are enough to tear my heart apart. And the self-esteem of any husband. What did you do at that moment? Drag the mouse up to read the whole process again. Their deception? Or do you encounter? Immediately because he was too scared of the truth. Naked there? I didn't see Uncle Joe's phone. At that time, I was possessed by a demon. Even though my heart, I feel like someone is squeezing my ear. I'm deaf, but I still want to know the truth. To the end. I want to know what they cheated on. Since when and how confused. Come on. I was shaking as I held the mouse. Count. I started scrolling back up. To see the chat history of the two guys. Damn it. The more I read, the more I see it. Disgusting. My hands were cold and sweat poured out like a bath-soaking wet shirt. You, Uncle Joe know? They texted. Have been together for a year now. From the very first days, the couple, children and grandchildren go to the clinic. That Dr. Brian to find his child. The news. The initial message was just to exchange and schedule an appointment. And medication advice. But interspersed in that are very flirtatious words. The doctor's professionalism. He praised his wife. You are beautiful. He said your wife looks beautiful. The hidden charm made him flutter. He told the truth. Pity for a flower stuck in a pile of dung. When my wife married a man. Weak and dry sperm like me, and what hurts me most is attitude of my wife. She did not object or show discomfort with flirting. On the contrary, she responded enthusiastically. Love. She called him honey. She complained to him about married life. Bland in back nin. She criticized me for being. The husband only knows how to earn money and worry. Housework without knowing how to pamper feelings. Wife's feelings. I read the messages. Their date made me want to vomit right away. On the spot. It turns out that the times I was busy. If you can't take your wife to the doctor, then your wife. I went to Hanoi alone. No. Must be examined. Oh, she lied to me. Is to go for ultrasound to monitor eggs and get injections. Stimulant. But in fact he went to the doctor's private clinic too. Doing obscene things. There are messages meet my wife at the motel near the room. Examination. He texted me that I should take advantage of this afternoon. Come to the old place. Do you miss me so much? I can't stand it. My wife texted me back that I can too. Miss you, but you have to hurry. I have to catch the bus home early this afternoon. I'll leave you alone. Jason is suspicious. Wherever I read, there is blood. Inside me boiling up to there. Turns out, expensive tonics and other painful injections that I missed dozens of times. Million to buy for wife is actually just a thing. Excuse. It is a legal ticket to. My wife went to see her lover. I was exhausted. Go to work to earn money to feed his uncle. Doctor and let him have health to sleep with his wife. I see myself as no different than the donkey was led around by the nose. Around the mill drunk all year without knowing. What a tightrope. A person who carries the name of a doctor and is respected by society. The prestigious association takes advantage of the profession. And the patient's trust to do these things. Such immoral thing. He does not. Only violates serious professional ethics. Important but also destroy family happiness. Others systematically and thoroughly. Convenient. But this is what I'm wondering about. The most worrying and painful thing is the child. In the stomach, I found evidence. Specifically, bloodline assertion of the child in those text messages. No good. It's just flirting. Cross the road. Yes, Mr. Joe. That is the truth. The most terrible and cruel thing I want. Tell me. I scroll to the message section. Exactly 6 months ago. That was the time. My wife found out she was pregnant. I looked. See photo of pregnancy test with 2 lines. Bright red that my wife sent him. Right next to. Under the photo is a message of congratulations. Congratulations from Dr. Brian. He texted. So wonderful, baby. Finally, our efforts have paid off. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to us. Wife. I texted back a question I read. I want a blood box. She asked. Brother, but I'm worried I don't know what. Is this baby yours or his? Jason. What if my house is his son? Very scared. Guy. The doctor texted back immediately. His words were harsh and full of the complacency of a professional. He said, don't worry, idiot. I am specialist. Where do you get this calculation? There it all. Then the day you and I had sex. Hotel is really beautiful certificate day. Yours. I have checked carefully before. Act that your probability of getting pregnant is 19%. He added another sentence of exasperation. I violated you badly. He texted that he was still old. My husband's sperm is as weak as a snail. If you can't even swim, how can you conceive? Okay, just trust me, it's definitely the baby. Your gene is so good, son. Born smart, handsome, like, her father is not enough to support her husband. Where is she? Uncle Joe, I read that message. I feel humiliated, ashamed, and weak. Weak as a snail, sluggish. Turns out that in his eyes and in my wife's eyes, just a useless man, a man. Stupid husband, let them lead him by the nose. They bring the pain of infertility and my illness to mock and to make fun of me. I am their victim. They consider me as not equal to one. Animals. They take away the right to work. My father and replaced him with something. Blatant deception. I understand the resentment of me being humiliated by others about my ability. Manhood and fatherhood are one. Pain that is hard to swallow for anyone. What man? He is so arrogant and evil. He gives himself the right. Give children to other families. In the dirtiest way. What about the wife? Nephew? How did she react to the words? The doctor's assertion? She was a bit. Any worry or regret with me? And not at all, Mr. Joe. I wish she had one. A little kindness or a little pity. For me, then I would not be in pain. So, she texted the doctor back. Like this. She said, listen to me. So happy. I just hope it's your child. Oh well. If I'm like Mr. Jason, it's boring. Short and dark. And also clumsy. Mr. Doctor. Brian will definitely be handsome and stylish. Like brother, I love you so much. I sit. In front of the computer, my tears flowed. Dripping down the keyboard. I don't believe it. The woman who was hugging him. Years can say words. So cruel. I'm short. I'm black. I'm clumsy. I'm not beautiful. I'm as handsome as that doctor, but I love him. Love her with all my heart. I work hard. Slap her to be happy. I have not. Never let her lack anything. But behind my back she criticized me enough. She hopes the child in her womb will. Lover's genes, not mine. Husband. Then his wife asked the other guy. So what should I do now? Old man? That old man is so happy that he shows it off everywhere. Where is going to be the future abutment? Born unlike him. He doubted. Go for a DNA test and you'll die. The doctor. Dr. Brian texted back a cunning plan and, inhuman, he told me to calm down. Okay, just let him be happy. He is. I'm so hungry for you that my mind is going numb. There's no way he would suspect anything and go get tested. Newborn babies all look alike. Wrinkled stone. You keep saying that the child is like its mother. Done. He concluded with one sentence. The nephew is fine. He texted that you and I will keep this secret. I also have family. I also have a family. Let's just. Our secret lovers. Jason will be the one to raise our children. Oh, is that okay with you? I'll still care and provide for mother and child. But the status and responsibility of raising Let old Jason carry him. Have money again. I love my wife, why wouldn't I take advantage of her? Wife, I dropped a big heart emoji. Stop that message. She texted you. The smartest, I listened to you. As long as, please don't abandon me and my child. I will act really well so he won't. No doubt. Raise our children. Act it out. Those words just keep dancing before my eyes. I feel I was like a puppet being manipulated by them. I take care of my pregnant wife. I buy bird's nest. I bought cordyceps sinensis for you. Wife, turns out that I was looking for a drop of nutrition. The lover's blood. I lift my wife up. Turned out to be elevating his lover. Others. Is there any greater shame than this? No ginseng. They are going to change everything. My life became a tragic play. But I am the stupid main character. Best. I don't know what words to use to describe it. Describe this outrage anymore. This is not just adultery. This is a cruel plot. Carefully calculated by someone with educated but inhuman and assisted by his own wife. They intend to turn me into a foster parent. The cuckoo calls all its life and laughs at hope. My birth. Guys, after reading all those horrible messages, I have what to do. I dragged my wife up to let her go. A word right then, not good child. Do something else. At that time, all the blood in his body rushed to the brain. I want to rush into sadness. Sleep. I want to wake her up. I want to slap her to wake her up. I want to yelled at her that I knew everything. Stop acting. I want to hit you. Smash the computer and smash everything. In this house for Ha to be angry. I want. Kill both of those bastards immediately. I stood up and carried Joe. I went towards the bedroom door with striped eyes. Red. My hand grabbed the door handle and prepared to rush in. But at that moment I stopped. I heard her steady breathing echoed from in the room, and the image of the 6-month pregnant belly. Month appeared in his mind. The baby in the belly, no matter whose child it is, it will still be, is an innocent creature. It has been 6 last month. Can kick and listen. If I rush in and make a fuss now, my wife was panicking and agitated. What if something happened? What if she miscarries or gives birth? So what? Even though I hate her so much, marrow but conscience of a human, people do not allow me to harm a person, unborn child, and to be honest with, deep in that despair, a part of million fragile hope in, I'm still glimmering, I'm fooling myself, that maybe the doctor was just bluffing, to please the people who knows the baby, still descendants. That thought is cowardly, small but it holds me back, cannot act without evidence. Final biology. I let go of the grip. Exit. I sat down on the floor. Cold. I held my head and cried but couldn't. Sound. I took out my phone. I was shaking. Take a screenshot of the entire message screen. Zalo. I took a picture without missing a single word. From flirty messages to text messages. Message plot plan. I finished taking pictures. I sent it all to a secret email. Only I write the password. I have to keep the evidence. I can't let them. It's undeniable when things fall apart. When I finished everything, I cleared my calendar. Use access on computer and shut down. As if nothing had happened. I could stay in that house for another second. Another minute. I feel suffocated. To the point of not being able to breathe. I took the key, locked the motorbike and take it out of the house. Wandered aimlessly all day. I went all over the streets in Bac Ninh. My mind was blank. My wife called. I did not answer the phone. It was dark when I called. Just got home. My wife asked where I was going and I just told her. Construction site has problems that must be handled. Urgently. I dare not look straight into the eyes. Wife, I'm afraid to see the fakeness in those eyes, and I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself. Managed to strangle her. That night, I made an excuse that I had the flu for fear of infecting my wife and children. So I slept on the sofa alone. All night, I lay listening to my wife carrying me inside room, but my heart ached. My wife still sleep well and still play the role of wife. Gentle, looking forward to seeing the baby born. And I am living in hell on earth. Time with the pain of betrayal gnawing every cell. For a week now I've been living like this. The body of the soul. I still go to work and still come home but avoid wife at night. I dare not touch her. Every time I see her pregnant belly, see, use yourself. I just love the baby, and yet terrified of its origin. I hold. So jammed, Uncle Joe. I don't know what to do. What to do now? Should I show my cards right away, or should I wait for the baby to come out? Life, give me some advice. I'm going crazy. Chung, Uncle Joe has heard all your thoughts. Your liver. I understand your repression. I am so terrible right now. I have chosen to remain silent temporarily because of the child's safety, and that is action of a man with a salary. I am deeply hurt. Standing at a crossroads full of looks thorny. One side is the naked truth, an immediate collapse. On one side is the silent resignation and shame, prolonged. I asked the doctor what to do. I will not advise you to act on your feelings. Right now we need a head cold to solve this complex problem. Remember this. You are holding in hand with steel eggs. Those are the Zalo message screenshot. The doctor, that can be denied with words, said, but those text messages are material. Irrefutable evidence before the law. And the authorities. He is holding on the tongue, and you are the one holding the handle. Don't be afraid of him. The problem now is the time. Should I turn over the card? Right now while my wife is pregnant. 6 months pregnant or not? Or should I wait? Every choice has its price. I'll show you my cards right now. The truth will be revealed and I will shed it. Burdened in the heart. But in return, the risk of affecting the fetus is very high. Big. Your wife may be shocked or excited. Strong movements leading to miscarriage or birth. Young. At that time, no matter whose child it is, I will also carry the pain for the rest of his life. And that doctor, he might find a way to deal with it. Remove or erase traces when the baby is not out yet. Life to do a DNA test. But if I wait, then you will have to suffer torment. 3 more months. 3 months living together. Traitor and having to act is one extreme. Psychological image. But in return the child was born safely. And importantly, first, when the baby is born, you will have a chance. Association conducts DNA testing for diploma. Final and definitive legal evidence. First, at that time, how did you want to deal with him? The other doctor had no way back either. I want to ask you a sincere question, dear. Do you still love your wife, and do you think you have enough? The endurance to play the role of husband. Normal for another 3 months? Uncle Joe asked that question and it hurt me so much. To be honest with you, I still love my wife. 5 years of love cannot be abandoned just by saying so. Right away. I still remember those days. Hard to be together. I keep wondering if it's because I'm useless because I didn't give it to her. She fell because of having a child. No, but when I remember the news, text her to criticize and insult me, that love turned into hatred, and endure another 3 months. I don't know if I can do it. The day I saw her face, I thought, imagine her making love with the doctor. I'm afraid there will be times when I can't control myself. But exploded. But thinking of the baby, I hesitated. I wanted to know the truth. 100% accurate. I want to know that baby. Is it a descendant? If it is a descendant, what if I'm real? Uncle Joe, you have a way. Can anyone help me? I should choose one. Which way? I'm confused. Joey here. Uncle Joe understands your feelings. Me right now. I'm eager to get it over with. I want to throw it all away to get rid of the burden. But remember what I said. Anger is a bad thing. We are facing with educated but scheming people. Cunning model. The doctor had calculated every step to trap you. If you act rashly, you will fall into trouble. The very trap he set. I will outline 2 paths for me too. Specific action plan. Each plan. Every case has a price and a destination. Different. Listen carefully. Decide for yourself if you are brave enough. Which way to go? Option 2. First, he called this the path of enlightenment. Absolute and punishment. The aim of this approach is to clarify. Black. I have to know 100% exactly who the child is. Whose child is the baby in my wife's belly? I don't know. Can live a lifetime in doubt. Petty. And if the worst happens, then I will use that truth to punish those who deceived me. If I do this, I will have to, must accept an immense challenge. Cruel, that is patience. I must suppress the pain and suppress the disgust too. Maintain the status quo for the next 3 months, until my wife gave birth. Uncle Joe, you told me to be patient 3. Another month? 3 months is 90 days each, 24 hours a day. I have to live together, eat together, and sleep together. Bed with that traitorous woman. I had to see her big bump up every day. I have to listen to her say fake words of love. Uncle, how can I stand it? I'm scared. Will go crazy. I'm afraid that one day I will. Could not control himself but took the knife and slashed both. That adulterous couple. Just aim. Eyes are images of text messages. There it is again. Sperm is weak as snails. Raising cuckoos. Those words haunt me. Photo of me in my sleep. Uncle told me. Have to act like a happy husband. Happiness. I cannot do it, Uncle. I am a stubborn man. Besides, love is love and hate is, said hate. Now make me go home. Look at wife's face and have to smile happily. I'd rather die. I know you. Advise that for the good of the child. But, Uncle, is my sacrifice worth it? No? If I endure for 3 months, and then finally get the results. Test is not blood-related. What will happen to me then? I will collapse. Completely. You will feel 3 months of endurance. To say that your container is meaningless is stupid. I will hate myself for being so needy. Newark and the other doctor's son. He was smiling at me. He was thinking, I am an ignorant fool. He is enjoying the feeling of victory. When you fool a whole family, can let him shake his mind one more day. I want to rip his mask off right now. Immediately. I want him to taste fear. Scared. I want him to kneel down and beg. Please forgive me, Uncle Joe. Is there any way? Different. How can I not? Waited too long? How can I solve the problem now and still ensure an advantage for yourself? The impossibility of living in a false shell. Create this one more moment. I know it's torture. There is no pain greater than the pain of being abandoned. Betrayal right before your eyes, but have to pretend. As if I don't know. But in general, you should think of the bigger purpose. I am patient. I am patient not because I am cowardly. I am patient. Patience is to prepare for the decisive blow. If I make a fuss now, my wife will deny it, the other doctor will deny it completely. He will say I'm jealous. Paranoid, he will tell the news. That message was just a joke. Even he can also sue back for defamation. If you do not have physical evidence. Bloodline, more dangerous than wife. The baby may be agitated and have a miscarriage. Pregnancy, then you will lose the witness. The most important thing is the baby. I will carry it. Reputation as a brute who killed his own child. I would lose all advantage. So I forced to wait. During these 3 months, no need to play the happy husband. Too happy. You should use work as an excuse. Busy. You can use health as an excuse. Good to limit contact with wife. Can ask for more business trips or grandchildren. Go back to parents' house for a few days with the reason of taking care of. Take care of your grandparents. Make a space for yourself. Safe way for your child to avoid facing. With wife every day. That way I will be less likely to get more inhibited. And most importantly, the day my wife gave birth. That was the time of the truth is revealed. As soon as the baby is born. Life, then you find a way to secretly get samples. Test it. Maybe the nails. Or a few hairs, including hair roots. Bring the baby's sample and the grandchild's sample. DNA testing center. After just 2. The day is the day I have the exact result. When holding the results in hand, everyone, the story will be over. If the test results say it's a baby, what about me? Uncle Hoa, when will you allow me? Color happen? Did the doctor ever? Is that just bragging to fool your wife? I still have a glimmer of hope. Somehow, uncle, even though my reason tells me so, can't, but my heart still wants to believe in miracles. I long to do too much. It is a possibility, albeit a very small one. If the result, the child is confirmed to be his biological child, that is a great blessing to your family. At that time, the psychological burden of bloodline will be relieved. I can breathe a sigh of relief. Relief that I don't have to raise children. Cuckoo. However, even if the baby is children, then the truth about his wife, emotional infidelity and flirtatious texting, even the relationship with the doctor is still there. But at least the child was innocent. At that time, you can consider forgiveness to keep family for children or divorce, but still, custody of the child. The decision at that time will be much lighter, but we must prepare mentally for the situation. Worst case scenario, the situation where there is a high probability that happens based on the messages you read. Yes, that is the test result. Determined, not related by blood. At that time, you will have 2 dark weapons in your hands. Top 1 is the Zalo message file I have saved. 2 is the test results sheet. DNA. With these 2 pieces of ironclad evidence, no one can deny it anymore. What will I do then? I will summon a family meeting with my parents and my parents' wife. I put those 2 things on the board. Tell the truth to everyone. I said I tried my best to protect the child until the day of birth. But the truth is too cruel. I can accept raising someone else's child. Destroyed his family. At that time, his parents. Even though I'm shocked, my grandparents will understand. Love you. Your wife's parents will no longer be there. What face to defend his daughter anymore? I will file for divorce in court. Give her back her wife and children. I walked away. Get out of that marriage with dignity. Raise the victim's head. No loss of honor. I am not a person. Abandon wife and children without reason. Uncle Joe talked about the part about paying his wife and children back. I feel a little better, but I still very upset. After the divorce, she took the child back with her. That doctor, they were made public. Come together. They build happiness. Happiness on the pain of the child. The doctor, that guy has both a child and a lover. He lost nothing. But I lost. Broken homes and lost faith. One wife's reputation. Then what is fair? Where is that doctor? Pay the price. I want him to taste pain. Suffering like I am suffering. Chung, you think too simply. I thought the doctor would welcome my mother with open arms. Ha, will you come back to be my wife and daughter? I was wrong. Big. He is a man of status and status. Private clinic. The important thing is that he have a happy family like he said. In the message, he only sees my wife as crosswalk amusement park. He wants my wife. Keep it a secret and want me to raise the child for you. He is to be safe. He wants to be just. The thief cried out. He wanted to have a child. Fall outside to continue the family line. Just keep the hypocritical shell. If I told the truth, I thought he would. Whatever he does, he will be scared out of his wits. He will deny it. If he denies it, he will find every way to shake it off. Responsibility. He will never accept it. Except to abandon current wife and children and give up career. To follow a mistress who had been exposed. Where, at that time, my wife was the one who was embarrassed. She will lose her husband and family. She will be killed by her lover. She trusted abandonment. She will have to. Raising a fatherless child alone. That's new. Is the most cruel punishment for the woman betrayed. As for the guy, doctor, don't worry, he doesn't have to pay. Pound. With evidence in hand, I can make him lose everything. He violated monogamy, serious violation of medical ethics. A doctor, using medical treatment for sexual intercourse with patients and deceive patients, have the right to file a complaint with the Department of Health and send it to the hospital's board of directors. He works. I sent a complaint to the police. Police officers for fraud and appropriation. Seize property if you can prove it. He prescribed fake drugs or charged false money. Regulations. When the matter is exposed, he will. Revoked practice license, clinic. His will be closed, his honor will be ridiculed in front of the whole society. Wife and children. He will know his true face. Family. His family will also be destroyed. That is the blow. The fairest and most painful revenge a person can have. An intellectual man like you should do. I don't need to use a sword, I use law and truth to punish him. Listening to your analysis makes me feel enlightened. Many things. It's true that I was too hot. Hurry. I kept thinking about using violence to resolve resentment. But you said, right? Doing so will only hurt you. Must make him lose everything he has. Only when you have it will you be satisfied. But you, Joe, this road looks so thorny. I'm afraid I don't have enough courage to go all the way. This road. I'm scared in the next 3 months. Then there are times when I feel weak and I give up. Compassion for wife or sometimes resentment. I blurted out the truth. And there is one more thing that makes me feel uneasy. It was my desire to be a father. 5 years. Yes, uncle. I crave children's voices. In the house. My parents are also very old and weak. Then, grandparents just want to have a grandchild to hold. Before closing his eyes, the doctor said my sperm is weak and it will be difficult to have children. Naturally, if this time I leave my wife and leave this child, will this life and this lifetime, is there still a chance to be a father? I'm scared. After the divorce, I will live alone. All my life. No woman wants to marry a man who has been married before. Infertile like me. Should I ever accept fate? I accept. Adopt this child, I will consider it as nothing. No anything. If you raise it since it is little, it will take my last name and he will call me Dad. The work of giving birth is not equal to the work of raising. If you love it, it will be your child. Nephew. That way the family will still be warm and my parents are still happy. I'm not a coward. No, when thinking like that. That thinking is not cowardly at all. Jason, that is very human thinking. From compassion and from love. Love and burning desire to be a father. Of me, there are many men in this world because of difficult circumstances they have. Choose such great tolerance. They accept to raise other people's children to keep the family warm forever. That is the way. The second case that I want to tell you. The option of conditional forgiveness. Legally, I absolutely have it. Advantage. According to the law on marriage and family. Vietnam, I was born in the period. Mo Rance marriage was recognized by law. Recognized as the common child of the couple. That is, on the birth certificate in the father section will. My name is Nguyen Van Jason. Is the child's sole legal father. That doctor, even if he is the biological father. Legally, he does not have no authority whatsoever. He is just a stranger. Water. If you choose this option, then I will keep my family. My parents will. I will hold my grandchildren. I will be a father. Your wife will be grateful to you all her life because of you. Forgave her terrible mistake. But Jason, forgiveness is not there. Means weak. Forgiveness is not there. Meaning I let them continue to lead. My nose. I can't let the doctor. That guy ate snails and then made me throw away the shells. Free and humiliating like that. We can't have children and not have children at the same time. Lost money on childcare and got to laugh. Mocking me. If I choose you, this road you must be the one holding. Control the game. I have to take control. Handle, I have to set things up. Steel bar to tie his wife and the doctor. The other must obey. What are the steel conditions, sir? Please explain clearly. Let me hear. I really still love my wife. I still want to give her a chance if she repents, and I'm afraid. Very lonely scene. If there is any way to have children and keep wife without being affected. If you despise me, I'm willing to listen. Okay. If you want to come with me, I have to do this Bao Dung road. Just as you said. I'm not soft. Heart. I have to be tough to teach them a lesson and to secure the future for yourself. The first condition, I cannot be silent forever. Right now. Or in the next few days I must have a frank talk with wife. I don't need to make noise for the neighbors. No. But in this room I have to show her the cards. I give the text message evidence out. She saw that I knew everything. Observe her attitude. If she really repents, she will kneel down. Please forgive me. Then I will have a chance. Basis to continue. And if she still refuses, around and still waiting for the solution, this thing is thrown away immediately. After the wife. I admit I asked her to completely cut off all contact with him. Doctor. She had to change her phone number and delete Zalo to cut off all ties. The second and more important thing is that, with the doctor, I can't leave him alone. Okay. I have to ask my wife to come soon. Arrange a 3-on-1 meeting. There are 3 people, me, my wife, and him. Dr. Brian. At that meeting, I will give an ultimatum. I say it straight. His face that, I know this child is of you. I have full proof, but because I love the child and I love my wife, I adopt it. I will. Named as its father on the birth certificate. Born. But you have to be responsible. What is the responsibility here? It is money. He is the biological father, so he must have filial piety. Child support. I don't need it. His money to spend, but I need. He had to spend money to feed his bloodline. Him. I asked him to provide a monthly payment or a lump sum, large sum of money at once to take care of the baby. 18 years old. This money will be deposited into a savings account in the child's name, or used to pay for schooling and diapers. I did that to show him that he cannot eat my food for free. He has to pay price in money, and I also used the job. This to get a hold of him. If he doesn't agree, if he plays any tricks, I will show him off. Show the evidence to his wife and children and let them know. He knows the hospital. He will be scared out of his wits. Have to listen to me. So I just keep the child, keep the wife, and again, just punished the doctor physically. Economy. I make him the right person. Obey me. I see this option. How? Uncle Joe, you are like ginger with age. The more spicy. I heard you say it and I see. I admire you so much. I never thought. To the point of forcing the doctor to provide money. I thought I was the one raising his child. Disadvantageous. But in your way, I hold the power of life and death in my hands. I gave him a chance to keep his honor, but he had to pay with money. And the saying, being honest with your wife is also a good thing. I should do it. I can't act forever. I need to know the real attitude. Her. If she still loves me and if she needs this family, she will regret it. But uncle, I'm afraid of meeting dad. Face a word too much. I'm afraid to see face. That doctor, I cannot control myself. I could punch his face. Look at the picture. His hypocritical face. I'm disgusted. Very much. And will he be willing to pay? No? Or will he deny it and you say I slander and blackmail? He won't dare deny it, my dear, because in my hand are the main messages. He admitted that he was definitely his son. He himself confirmed the probability of 99%. Is the one with hair and I am the one holding it. Knife. He was afraid of losing his medical seat and afraid of losing. His happy family is more than a pity. A few coins. What about the fear of not? Control is a man's strength. You have to practice. Will you go there? Have to fight like thugs. I went there with the attitude of a warrior. Win, and the superior is giving grace. For the sinner, I looked at him with eyes. Cold contempt eyes. the silence, and your coldness will scare him, more terrifying than a fist. However, this second option is a double-edged sword. It requires you to have tolerance. Huge. You have to determine if you have. Really forget this? Or is later every time I see my child grow up, and looking at it like a doctor, then I scold his wife and beat his children. If you do that, your family will become hell. The child will grow up in cold and hurt. If you find myself unable to tolerate. At that level, we cannot consider people as. If your child is okay, I sincerely advise you. I should go back to option 1. One-time pain is better than long-term pain. That all my life. You should think carefully. Go. Tonight, when you come home, look at your wife and look at. Back to my heart. I am noble enough to be a great father to a child. Joey bloodline? Joey, Uncle Joe, gave me 2 paths. One is definitely divorce to keep self-respect. Second is conditional forgiveness to keep the roof warm. Every road is full of thorns and requires sacrifice. I want you to listen carefully to the voice from deep within your heart. Close your eyes and imagine the future 10 or 20 years later, when the child grows up and calls, I am the father and he hugged my neck. What time? That when I look into its eyes I still see the shadow of the doctor. There? Is that thorn in your heart? Does it fester every day or will it heal? Scars over time? Do you really believe that I am tolerant enough to be a person? Is father that great? Uncle Joe asked that question to make me use myself. I tried closing my eyes like you said. I tried to imagine myself holding the baby in my arms. I feed and teach it, study then take it to the park. But every time that image appears, then immediately the face of hypocrisy. Doctor, Brian interrupted again. Remember his text message saying, your genes are good so your child will be smart. I'm handsome like my father. That's saying, like a curse, uncle. If the older he gets the more like him every day. Looking at your face is a day you are insulted, humiliated. I'm afraid I won't do it. Okay, I'm afraid that my love can't overcome hatred and obsession. Being cuckolded. I'm afraid there will be times when I'm drunk. Wine or when husband and wife do not eat. Good, if the soup is not sweet then I will drag it. The child came out to be angry. I will scold him. Calling it a bastard is cruel. If I become a bad hammer, then let me go. I don't accept it right away. From the beginning is better. Uncle Joe analyzed about. Forgiveness is a very good and humane solution. Literature. But I thought again, I am mortal. I also have a heart. Male self-esteem and selfishness. Not a saint to be able to preach. Arms embracing the results of betrayal. By the way, I can't raise someone else's child. Called me a weak sperm like a snail and laugh at my pain. And more. One more thing, I advise you to be patient. Wait another 3 months to wait for the baby to be born. Then do the test. I understand the good intention. Your uncle wants to protect the child. But, uncle, those 3 months were as long as a year to me. 3 centuries. I can't act well. Like my wife. I am a man. The inside is out and the love and hate are clear. Clear. Now make me go home and see my wife. Laugh and talk, then have to pretend to care. While in my heart I know. Tong, she just texted him missing him. Otherwise I can't do it. I'm afraid of that suppression will kill you first. When the truth is revealed, I will be depressed and crazy. Or worse, I will explode at any moment without control. Uncontrollable, causing unpredictable consequences. I don't want to turn myself into a person crazy in his own house. I decided, Uncle Joe. I will. Don't wait until the day of birth. I don't either. Choose to endure silently or choose the other way. Noble forgiveness. I will choose one. Another way, a direct way. More and more fair. I want to face with the truth right now. I want to flip my wife's mask down tonight. I can't live in a family shell. This fake happy family for one more second. Any more minutes. I need a solution. Escape. Whether the result is broken or not. If the baby is affected, it is also the karma that my wife and that doctor have to suffer. They reap what they sow. Have to reap that fruit. See, I don't have it. Duty to sacrifice feelings and honor. Their own to defend their sins. Again. I understand your determination and endurance. Human tolerance has limits. When the boil was already so painful that it was better. Take it out once for the ultimate pain. Then let it go, then let it torment you forever. That I want to turn my cards face up tonight. Today. I want to face my wife directly. Me. So have you prepared yourself mentally? This confrontation yet? I was going to say. What to do so that my wife cannot refuse. Argue and most importantly let the child not. Turned into a brute in the eyes of everyone. People? Yes, I have thought carefully. I will. No punches. Beat her and then break the law and so she had an excuse to call me grandchild. Pregnant woman abuse. I will use the same thing. The weapons that I have. Those are the certificates. I have collected the evidence. I will come back tonight. Home, I will not sleep on the sofa. Anymore. I will go into the room and sit opposite. With her. I will start with a sentence. Ask gently. I will ask her. My baby is 6 months old, right? Are you excited? Do you want your child to be like you? You? I want to see her act. How was the last time? I want to see. She dare look me straight in the eye. Lino. If she answers yes. I hope my son looks like his father Jason. She was beyond help. At that time there will be no more hesitation. I will. Open the phone, I will give it to her. See the photo of the Zalo message. The message. The doctor said the sperm was old. Weak as a snail is definitely his son. I will let her read it word by word. Imagine her face will change color. She will tremble, she will shake. Around, she will say her account was hacked or someone is trying to harm me but I won't let. She has a way out. I will continue to release it. Motel dating messages and those. Her text message saying I'm short and dark. Me. I will prove it to her. I knew everything from the beginning. Here. Then I will give her two. Choice. One is that she voluntarily rolls. Get out of my house immediately. She. Go back to your parents' house or go live with him. Her lover doctor. I will. No beating and no swearing. Just get her out of my sight. She has to take care of the baby herself. With its biological father. I will send divorce papers to court tomorrow. 2 is, if she still has some shame and still wants to save some honor for her parents. She must confess everything honestly. She had to call that doctor. Right in front of me and put it on speakerphone. I want to hear it from the doctor himself. Admit guilt or hear him deny it. I want more evidence. Sound of that call to serve as evidence first. Court and before the authorities. Mr. Joe. See you calculate like that is okay. No? Am I being too cruel to you? A pregnant woman? But really no other way. Hatred. In my heart it is too big. I feel like a ticking time bomb. If don't release it now, I'm scared. We'll do crazier things. I remember. Again the times taking wife to the doctor in the room. Dr. Brian's examination. Now chain it together. I just realized how stupid I am. One time I sat. Wait in the lobby while my wife goes into the room. Examined him privately for an hour. Went out hair, wife a bit messy in face. Then blushed. I asked her and she said, the clinic is too hot and the air conditioner is broken. The doctor came out from behind, adjusting his shirt. Blue Shore just looked at me and smiled. The smile. Fake laugh. At that time I thought that. The doctor's friendly smile. Now think. Again, I saw that it was the smile of a stranger. Victory is laughing secretly in the nose of the guy. Stupid husband is waiting for his foreign wife. Love right outside. Then there were times when he prescribed medicine for my wife. He said medicine. This is a very good hand-carried product, price $5 million a box. I do not mind withdrawing money. Wallet to pay immediately. The guy took my money, eyes The train station lit up with pride. Turned out he had just been. Love and money. The guy sells health supplements. Fake for me at exorbitant price then again. Use the energy from that tonic to have fun. Looks with my wife. The more I think, the more I feel more and more humiliated. Cannot bear to wait another 3 months. The baby is born. I need the truth. Right now. I need to see fear. Fear on the faces of those who had deceived. Confused. Joey? The decision to face it head-on is a brave but also full decision. Risk. I want to see the real face of his wife and wanted to end this drama immediately. Immediately. I respect your decision. However, I must warn you. One thing. I shiver too much. When cornered child people tend to react very violently. Either deny the crime to the end or pay the penalty. The victim to turn the tables. Wife. I am pregnant and mentally unstable. Decided. When I showed her the evidence, she may use the pregnancy to threaten. On the contrary, she can cry, pretend to have a stomachache, pretend to faint to escape. Avoid the truth, or she will be confused. Mental abuse of pregnant women makes children become a bad guy. You have to prepare yourself mentally. Be strong for those situations. Must keep a cool head. I am judge, not the governor. My aim is to clarify the truth. And free yourself, not must cause greater tragedy. And I also need to think about the guy's reaction. That doctor, when he was exposed by his nephew over the phone. What will he do? He is a man of status. With money, he will not be easy. He will deny it. He will say your wife is crazy or, I was told that my nephew was sickly jealous so he made it up. Story. He will find every way to protect his honor and his seat. I must foresee the cunning of mankind. Hey, but there's one more thing I want to say. I think carefully that my parents are in the countryside. What are you going to tell your grandparents? This will be a huge shock to old people. Grandparents are expecting their first grandchild. Respect every day. If I tell the truth, this cruel immediately then will you. Can you stand it? When you mention my parents, it makes me sad, too. That's what I'm waiting for the most. Dad, my mother is honest and simple in the countryside. Grandparents love daughter-in-law like her own child. From the day, knowing the news of pregnancy, grandparents went around showing off. Village after village. Grandparents also raised chickens. Clean brackish water farming for grandchildren. I said that my wife was having an affair and my parents' grandson is someone else's son. Then my parents would collapse. My dad have a history of high blood pressure. I'm afraid of you. Could not survive this shock. But doctor, oh, I can't hide it forever. Paper cannot wrap fire. If you keep silent, let my wife give birth and then everything will be fine. If the story is revealed, the pain of the grandparents will continue. Much bigger. Better to hurt once. Okay, I'll do this, let me see if it's okay. No? After the matter is resolved. I will go home with my wife tonight. I will. Don't tell the whole truth right away. I will lie a little to explain. Less shock. I will tell my parents that my wife, husband and children do not get along anymore and have many. Irreconcilable conflict should be decided. Decided to divorce. As for the baby, I will tell, is having health problems or problems. Something to help grandparents prepare mentally. Later, when things calm down and health. When my grandparents are more stable, I will choose. Tell the truth later. I will say that the child has no fate with his family. I accept being called the son. Man leaves wife to protect parents' health. You now, I see you doing that. Is that okay? I think that is very filial and thorough. For the elderly, strength. Health is the most important. The truth is sometimes too cruel to accept immediately. Immediately, the way you choose to understate. Avoid giving grandparents time to adapt. Is a wise thing to do. Just do it. Take the blame or blame others. Not compatible to avoid shock to grandparents. Time will be the medicine to heal all wounds. Love. Later when I find happiness. new happiness and have real children of. I will take this pain of my grandparents. About that doctor I intend to. How to deal with him. Are you going to sue him? No? Or just stop at exposing him on the phone? I will not forgive him, uncle. I not only stole your wife but also violated serious professional ethics. 1. Infertility doctor sleeps with patients and misleading patients about the results. The fruit of conception is not worthy to bear. Put on a blue and white shirt. He is a. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch and is a disgrace. The disgrace of the medical profession. I will gather all evidence. I will back up all the messages. Zalo message and record call tonight. I will write a complaint to the Department of Health, Hanoi, and send to the hospital board of directors, where he works. I will report him, monogamy, and the act of taking advantage of the profession to exploit emotional benefits. I believe that with the ironclad evidence you have, he will. There is no denying it. He will be stripped, licensed to practice, and will be condemned by society. Sentence. He will lose everything he has. Yes. Honor, status, and family. That is the price he paid for his meanness. Me. I do this not just to pay revenge for me personally, but also to warn me, for others and for no one else. Become his victims as husband and wife. Me too. I feel much lighter. Many after saying the plan of me. Thank you, Uncle Joe, for listening and give me valuable advice. Thanks to you, I saw the problem more clearly. I no longer feel stuck and hopeless like now. Just got here. I know the way. It will be difficult ahead. You will have to. Facing the pain of divorce and loneliness. Single. But I believe I will overcome it. I got through it. I'm only 39 years old. Life. I still have a long way to go. I will start over. Head. I will live properly and hold my head high. Head high. You're right. 39 years old is not a sign of death. Period. That was just a low note. In the music of my life. Is a man of character and has responsibility. You deserve one. More complete happiness. Consider this. Is an expensive lesson for the eldest grandson. More successful and appreciate the values. Real value. You go home. Real value. Do what you have planned. Be strong. Face your wife and be tactful. With your parents and be firm with him. That doctor. Justice will be on your side. I believe that after the rain the sky will be clear again. Morning. One day I will find it. The woman who truly loves me, and I will have children with my bloodline. Of yourself. Dear listeners, we just listened to a tragic story. His dramatic but also very sobering. Jason. A husband who longs to be a father, but was treated by his own wife and doctor. Cruelly deceived. The story. This is a wake-up call about social ethics. Society and professional ethics are declining. Level in a part of people. It also remind us that trust is precious. Price but need to be placed in the right place. In the arduous journey of finding children. Nan, please couples stay awake. And be wise. Don't be too greedy. Lose vigilance and be taken advantage of. Both financially and emotionally. And importantly, the most important thing is honesty in marriage. If you no longer love, please leave. Free each other and don't deceive and trample on the honor of your partner. The consequences of betrayal are not just the breakdown of a family but also of scars that never heal in the soul of those who stay. Thank you, Jason. Bravely shared his story. Wish you strength to overcome the waves. This wind. Thank you for listening. Hello, program Old Age Confessions. And see you in the next chapters. Next program.